How I maintain uninterrupted focus for 1 hour. Hey, Luke Horton here, and these are the 5 things I do to get a day's worth of work done in just 1 hour. And these 5 things are really simple. You don't need a productivity app or anything like that. You just need to create the right environment for focus, and it can actually be really easy to stay focused for a whole hour. Now, the first thing that you've got to do, or the first thing I do, is I set a timer for 60 minutes. Okay, there's something about setting a timer that is just like a signal to yourself. It's like, for the next hour, I'm doing this. You know, once the timer goes off, you know, I can get distracted, I can do whatever I want, but for these next 60 minutes, you know, I'm gonna be staying focused. And if you're maybe just getting started with this idea of staying focused, you can start off with a shorter amount of time, like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then as you build up some success with 20 minutes, then you can go ahead and try for the full hour. But that's number one, is to set a timer. Now the second key that kind of goes in line with that is you want to set a goal for what you'd like to achieve within the next hour. And the goal, you want it to be something that is kind of a stretch for 1 hour, but is also attainable. You want it to be right on that threshold where it sounds challenging to get it all done in 1 hour, but it doesn't sound impossible. This is going to help you to get into that flow state and really stay motivated through the whole hour to accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish. Okay, and then number 3 is we want to eliminate distractions. And so for me, the biggest distraction is my phone. So this third point is to put my phone, I always put my phone in another room, or I at least put it on airplane mode. You know, ideally I like to put it as far physically away from me as possible. And then that way it takes a lot of effort to go get my phone. And that creates a situation where it's easier to stay focused than it is to get distracted. You know, if I have to walk all the way across the house, you know, let's say I have to walk 15 steps to go get my phone, it ends up being easier to just stay focused on what I'm doing than to get up and go find my phone. So that's number 3. Put the phone as physically far away from you as possible, or at least put it on airplane mode. Airplane mode works as well because, you know, it does require that one extra step of turning off airplane mode, waiting for the phone to connect to the internet. So airplane mode can work as well, but ideally just put it in another room. Okay, and then number 4 is, for this entire hour I want to maintain slow, conscious breathing. Okay, so this may be a rate of breathing in for 6 seconds and out for 6 seconds. It doesn't really matter specifically the timing, but you just want to maintain a slow and rhythmic breathing for the whole hour, and you want to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Okay, and what this does is it'll start to lower your heart rate, but it'll also start to smooth out your heart rate to where it takes on this pattern of speeding up and slowing down. And this really contributes to that feeling of having a deep focus. When your heart rate takes on that pattern, they call it coherence. You can look that up. I've got some other videos on that. But I want to maintain very slow, conscious breathing in and out through the nose for the entire hour. This just really contributes to just maintaining that environment of focus. Okay, and then key number 5, I had to come inside because there's a storm blowing in, but key number 5 is to have some type of background noise. Now what I used to use was called white noise, okay, and this is just it's a really plain sound, and it's just a nice background noise. Now, better than white noise is brown noise. You can look these up on YouTube. There's probably millions of videos of white noise, brown noise. But just some type of background noise that's going to make it hard to hear, you know, things that are going on around you. Like if there's a car alarm going off, like if you've got this white noise or the brown noise, you can really easily block that stuff out. And then there's just something about having that monotonous sound that just really makes it easier to stay focused. And so I used to use white noise and brown noise, but now what I use is called the hour of power. And this is a guided breathing exercise that's part of my digital product, the Breathing Exercise Library. And basically what this is, it's an hour-long guided breathing exercise that uses sound to guide your breathing. Okay, and so it uses the sound of water flowing back and forth, so it's really relaxing. It has that background noise effect, so that it blocks out most of the other sounds going around, helping me stay focused. But there's a few other reasons why it works great as well. Number one is it's exactly 1 hour long. So I don't have to set a timer, right? Because the breathing exercise works as a timer for me. And then number two, the other reason I like it is because it forces you to breathe slow, have slow conscious breathing, which contributes to that feeling of focus. And then number three, as I said, it works as background noise. It blocks out a lot of the sounds around you, just making it way easier to focus. So if you want to download it, you can go to headfulness.com/breathe. I'll put the link down below. You can just find out more information. And then real quick, the 5 keys to staying focused, to maintaining uninterrupted focus for 1 hour. Number 1, set a timer for 1 hour. Number 2 is to set a goal that is right on the threshold of being hard to accomplish in 1 hour, but still attainable. That way it helps you to get into that flow state. Third is to put your phone into another room, put it as physically far away from you as possible, or at least put it on airplane mode. Number 4 is to maintain slow, conscious breathing, working to keep your body relaxed and keep your stress levels really low. And then the number 5 tip is to use some sort of background noise. You can use white noise, you can use brown noise, or you can use what I use, which is the Hour of Power, my hour-long guided breathing exercise. And so if you liked this video, click that like button. If you've got any questions, leave a comment down below, and I try to respond to every comment personally, and I'll try to answer your question the best I can. And then make sure to click that subscribe button so you get all of my anxiety relief, mindfulness, and stress resilience tips. You know, that's mostly what I talk about on this channel. And then don't forget to check out the Breathing Exercise Library. I'll put the link to that down below. I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.